Hi, my name's Abby. My pronouns are she and her. I was born in Jamaica, raised in Trinidad, and I'm a recent graduate of the University of Toronto's Global Development Studies program. I joined the General Social Work program because I'm already involved in a lot of community activism and in the nonprofit sector within my community. And so because I'm working with vulnerable demographics, I kind of wanted to improve my emotional intelligence, kind of understand how the social services in Canada works, so I can be able to refer people as well, and just empower myself with that knowledge and in turn empower the communities that I work with. And yeah, I think I got all of that out of the program as well. A big learning and takeaway for me from the programs was learning about the systems of oppression and how they operate in the Canadian context. Learning about the resources available to vulnerable demographic or people that have been oppressed under these systems. And then just improving my emotional intelligence and my empathy, and just hearing different stories of people, how people end up in the situations they're in, and how it's really above the individual, and just how we need to have more communities of care in our society. I really enjoyed the atmosphere and the learning environment that Frontlines facilitated. So I just recently graduated from the University of Toronto, and it was just the learning environment there compared to here. I feel I thrived a lot more here in this setting where it was based on communication rather than lecturing. So I feel I was learning not just from the facilitator, Kezia, but also just from my peers and who were involved in the program, and some of them had experience in shelters or in different had experiences accessing social services. So we were learning from one another and from each other's lived experiences, and Frontlines just facilitated a space where we felt very comfortable being vulnerable with one another, and very supported in that vulnerability. So that was definitely a big takeaway for me. Another thing I really appreciated about this program is that it included a placement element to it, in which we were paired with a social service organization within our own communities or within this community, to really apply the learnings that we learned through the kind of course. So I was paired with Urban Arts, which is a community arts organization that seeks to gives youth in the community, actually youth and the elderly, all ages and stages of life, access to the arts. So we do things like music programming, dance programming, visual arts programming, and some computer and tech and sound engineering programs as well. And yeah, so I did about a month of placement with Urban Arts, and I'm very proud to say that they asked me to sign on to a full-time contract, because they really appreciated the work I did there. And I think through this Frontlines program, I was empowered to show up. I had the knowledge and the confidence to show up as the best version of myself and the best worker in that setting as well, because I felt equipped to do good work with all the learnings I learned here, and also knowing that if I had any questions, I could go back to Liz or Kezia and just ask for some clarification or guidance, because they really kind of acted as mentors to me as well throughout the whole thing.